I think, in terms of involving other caregivers, so grandparents, even babysitters or aunts and uncles who are close by, I think one of the first steps can certainly always be inviting them to come to a medical visit or inviting them to come to an educational session if that's something your medical team provides, so that they're able to kind of hear the full array of details from the professionals, so that the impact and the importance of maintaining adherence to the strict dietary restrictions, is made, kind of as clear as possible for the other family members. So I think that can be a nice step. I think sometimes it can be hard to pass all of that information along to other people because it's, for parents of kids with eosinophilic disorders, to some degree, they're so used to it. It's so much a part of their daily life that it can be hard to kind of take that step back and think about, what information do I need to pass on to someone who doesn't necessarily see my child every day? All of this makes perfect sense to daily caregivers and may need, extra explanation for caregivers who don't see the child as often. So I think inviting people to the medical visits, if that's a possibility, is a good place to start. I think, in terms of involving siblings, I think that it's important to involve siblings to the degree that, appropriate attention is given to siblings. So kids with chronic illness tend to, at different times in their life, get quite a bit of their parents' attention. And so I think, acknowledging that with the siblings and, really validating that they may be feeling like, wondering why their brother or sister gets to go to the doctor all the time or gets to miss all the school, and really kind of helping educate the siblings about, sort of what's going on, and making sure that there are specific activities that are set up for the siblings, that are special just with mom or, just, with dad, to have kind of that special time to some degree balance out, some of the time they may be spent going to doctor's visits and things like that. But also just to kind of decide what your story is going to be as a family, and how you will choose to talk about this with your family, and how you'll choose to, change the way that the family eats or not change the way that the family eats. And, just I think really having an open line of communication in the family about, about the role of eosinophilic disorders in your family. Because I think, it's ultimately different for every family, and each family finds their patterns of strengths and weaknesses and how they're able to engage everybody in the family kind of into some of the decision making and really into the daily life.